I literally fell on Swami with the whole thing. And Swami was looking behind to see who is this fellow with these pillows. Swami, I removed everything and I stood there. I said, Are Nuva? He said. Then I said, I looked around and I thought I was dreaming, Then he said, There was in 1986, the Sathya Sai University organized what was called as a Vice Chancellor's Conference, wherein about 86 Vice Chancellors and representatives from all the universities in this country, they came to Puttaparthi. Now, before the Vice Chancellor's Conference began, Swami wanted to ensure, that everything was very perfectly planned, that their stay and other things were very well taken care of and all those things. And where the cousin Sai Srinivasa guest house is there one old guest house used to be there. And the keynote speakers, that means the most important guests for the conference, were expected to be put up there. Dr. George Sudarshan of Indian Mathematical Institution, I don't know whether you heard his name, is one of the most famous mathematicians of the world, and it's a matter of pride, that he is from India. And Dr. Navneet Rao, the then Vice Chancellor of Osmania University, he has passed away now. And Dr. Rama Rao, who was the Vice Chancellor of some university, but Swami told him during the conference one day, Rama Rao, you are going to become the chairman of UGC. And Dr. Rama Rao actually laughed. He said, it's not possible. You won't believe it. He became the chairman of UGC, and one of the first things he came to Puttaparthi after that. So there's lots of things like this, but they were all put up there, and Swami wanted to ensure that the best arrangement was made there so that there's no lacuna at all. So he posted Dr. Jagan Mohan Rao, mathematics professor, two of us. He said, look after it. There should not come any bad name. Should ensure, that everything is very well looked after. People should be happy, with the way we are looking after them. Swami told us, and this was above the hill. All the other guest rooms which were allotted for the other vice chancellors was in the ashram. So most of them was in round 3, round 5, round 4, round 1. Most of them were in the round blocks, and a couple of rooms here and there in the west blocks, and like that. So one day we were working, and bhajans were going on. Suddenly, we got news that Swami had called all the students and teachers involved with the Vice Chancellor's conference. Swami had taken them to Purnachandra Auditorium, the green rooms there, and he was giving them an interview. So we three were the only ones, who didn't get that information because we were up in the hill. So no mobile phones in those days existed, but when Sevadal came running all the way and he told. So Jagan Mohan Rao sir was such a great personality. There's so much to learn from him. So he asked the Sevadal, did Swami ask us to come? He said, no sir, somebody just sent word. Swami actually didn't call anybody. So they had gone to Purnachandra Auditorium basically, because they were sorting out some bed sheets, and Swami just walked in and spoke to them. Then both of us looked at Jagan Mohan Rao sir. The two of us were students in our third year at that time. So we said, sir, let us go. And Jagan Mohan Rao sir said something very careful. He said, see, that's a lesson I've retained all through my life. And he said, see, Swami has sent us here with the purpose of ensuring that the guests who are coming are well looked after. There is so much of work pending, and tonight onwards the guests are going to start coming. Do you think Swami will be happy if we leave the work and attend to the talk which he is giving there, the interview he is giving there, knowing fully well that Swami is banking on us to make sure that nothing goes wrong here? The way he said it was so impressive, both of us said, no sir, I think you're right. Swami has entrusted us with the responsibility. See, it is our job to see, that no guest of ours is put to some kind of a difficulty, because we were selfish to leave the work halfway and go and, be with Swami out of our selfishness. Because that's what it is, selfishness, because the work is pending. Swami had given you that work and you wanted to go and spend time with Swami. So the way he said it was so beautiful, really. And we said, yes sir, let's finish the work. So we finished settling everything, cleaned up, removed the cobwebs, put the pillow covers, changed the bed sheets, the cutlery and all specially was arranged for that place. Everything was neatly arranged, and we went and we left. Evening bhajans were going on. Bhajans used to be from 6 to 6:30 in those days. And Swami used to generally give interviews, or he wanted to go out, he would go out by 6:20, 6:25 maximum, he would be in the bhajan hall to ensure that he takes Aarti and he goes. That day, something very strange happened, because at 6:20, Swami finished interviews, got into his car and went out of the bhajan mandir. Everybody was surprised. At this time of the evening, Aarti is just 5 minutes away. Where is Swami going? And inside the guest house on the top, I was going from this side of the building to the other side, with a handful of pillows and these things, bed sheets. And I was totally covered because I was not expecting anybody to come at that time. So I was walking from this corner to that corner. I was finding my way, by looking below the pile like this, because I couldn't see anything at this level. And suddenly I saw two beautiful feet, walk in with one orange robe. I applied brakes immediately, and I literally fell on Swami with the whole thing. And Swami was looking behind to see who is this fellow with these pillows. Swami, I removed everything and I stood there. I said, "Are Nuva?" I said. Then I said, I looked around and I thought I was dreaming, Then he said, "Nene," he said. And he came inside, brushed me aside, took that old folding iron to us. Then after everything, 15 minutes, he asked everything. When it's the first time, give us my first guest coming. Where are you putting him up? How are the bed sheets? He went and saw everything. Gave us Pad Namaskar and everything. Just before he left, came the master stroke. He stopped and he said, "Do you know why I came?" "Nenduku vachano telusa meeku," he said. "Miss, do you know why I came?" He said, "Swami, arrangements చూడ్డానికి." He said, "Nee mukham." Then he said, "Morning I was sitting in Punjundra auditorium. All the students and teachers came. I saw you three were missing. Then I knew, that you must be here doing your duty. So that is why morning you couldn't come to me because you were busy with your duty. Evening I came to you. You did your duty, I am doing my duty," he said.